Hello, friends and family of Second Presbyterian Church. I'm joining you from the deck of our home in Black Mountain, North Carolina, just outside of Montreat. This week I'm here in order to be able to join the youth as they attend the Montreat Youth Conference. There are so many special things about this conference, and this week I can think of two very special things. Two of the planning team leaders, Maggie Johnson and Kay Johnson, are children of Second Church. And what a joy to see them in leadership. I'm thinking you should be proud of how you've nurtured your children and youth in the life of faith, and how proud you must be to see how these kids grow up and take on leadership. There's so many children of the church that you've nurtured, and I'm grateful to meet a few of them. Now, the conference itself is a wonderful one. I like the theme. It's called More Than Enough. Now, the first 2 days of the conference had brought forth many thoughts. One is that there's more to each of us than what we see on the surface. There's a lot that goes on deep down inside. And that we are also more than enough when we're with God, and how we are made in the image of God. Now, these are good lessons for all of us, and I'm so glad to be able to learn these lessons with our youth. They are a special group. Now, some of you may have heard that they had some van trouble on the way. That can happen on trips. Now, it's a complicated story. But let me say that it has been a good lesson to remind us that we cannot always control our circumstances, but we can control how we respond to them. During this road trip challenge, the youth were adaptable. The leaders, Ruth and Grant and Christina, have managed a challenging situation very well. And I was able to assure them the church has their back and will support them, as I knew that would be the case, because that's what church family does. And it's certainly in keeping with what I've learned about you. This coming Sunday, Randy Hyde will be preaching on the great passage from Hosea 11. I love this passage because it reminds us of God's unfailing love for His people, even when they've gone astray. God never gives up on us, and that's always been a word of grace to me. We experience that love and forgiveness which God made visible in the coming of Jesus Christ. I look forward to hearing Randy preach on this wonderful passage. I'll be back next week. While it's been good to be back home in North Carolina, I look forward to being present with you again in Little Rock and sharing ministry together in the life of that wonderful church that you are. Thanks for that privilege, and I'll see you soon.